Hello, I'm Michael James, and it's time for Question of the Week. Today we're going to try to fix the wind noise on my Panasonic Lumix ZS45. And what I mean by that is it's actually going to be a homemade remedy. I'm going to try to use a sponge on the top and see if we can get rid of the wind noise. And I'll use a fan inside the house to show you how we're going to do that. Here is a fan running while I am talking, and I'm curious as to how this will sound, and by the end of this I'm going to put a homemade sponge adapter onto the top of this camera to hopefully fix any wind noise that we're hearing. Alright, so this is my Panasonic Lumix ZS45. It's a pretty good camera. Point and shoot for just doing some quick stuff. And one thing I really like about it is the screen flips up like this, so you can kind of see yourself while you're talking into the camera. The toughest thing obviously I'm having is with the wind muff outside, which we're going to try to fix. The audio, it comes in here on the top. It's hard to see. I don't think I can zoom in much more. Actually comes in, has 3 dots right here is where the audio comes in. So I want to fix that. So what I'm going to use is a household sponge, and I'm also going to use a glue gun, and we're going to go ahead and try to fix this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rip off a little bit of this yellowness of this sponge, and it actually rips off pretty easily. Okay, so I just got a chunk right there pretty easily. And now I'm just going to go ahead and kind of make this a smaller piece that'll actually fit the camera. Oh, and by the way, I decided to tape the camera up a little bit just to protect it once we put the hot glue on it. So I'm just going to rip this a little bit more. How will I? Thinking about how I'm going to fit this. Probably somewhat like that or like that. You know, this isn't going to be like the nicest looking thing, but if it does the job, that's awesome. Now, the #1 main cause of concern with this is we do not want to get the glue inside these 3 little holes. I need to make sure the glue does not get in there, so I have to be very careful. Okay. All right, now we'll just take the blue tape off. The second piece, I noticed I did put, I'm just gonna have to rip it around it creatively. I put the put that blue tape under there. It might have gotten stuck. Let's spin it around. There we go, I got it out. Here is our, it's right over top of the on-off switch, but it doesn't look like it's gonna affect it. And it looks like it's on there pretty sturdy. So let's go try this out. All right, so now I have the sponge that I got right out of my underneath my sink cabinet, and it is super glued to the top of my camera, and I'm just wondering how this sounds with the fan running, and hopefully it sounds better, and we can test it. Here's the old one. Here is a fan running while I am talking, and I'm curious as to how this will sound, and by the end of this I'm going to put a homemade sponge adapter onto the top of this camera. Hoping this works, and it's a quick fix, homemade DIY. Alright guys, later. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Don't forget to check out last week's question. Who are the Duffer Brothers? You can also check out the other videos on my channel, and you can click right here to see a new channel I have with my daughter Lily, where we do a lot of kid things and play with kids' toys like Paw Patrol. And finally, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that fly at the end. Peace out.